Welcome to this video of VMware Kubernetes Engine. In this video, we are going to take a look at the policy framework that VMware Kubernetes Engine offers. VMware Kubernetes Engine has a resource-centric policy model that is hierarchical in nature and lets IT operators provide more granular access to resources. It has a global governance policy that can be applied to regional resources like smart clusters. Policies applied at the root of the hierarchy are inherited across the branches. Now, at the top of that hierarchy, you have folders. Folders can be a logical set of users that are grouped together either because they're aligned on a specific business unit or they are, in a specific geography. Now, within folders, you have another level of hierarchy called as projects. Again, projects can be assigned to specific users within that folder. A folder can have multiple projects. Now, within Acme Web Services, I have different set of users working on different projects. For example, front end, are working on databases, and some need a dev test environment to test their applications. So within Acme Web Services, I have created different projects, and I'm going to allocate these projects to specific users. Now, within a project, let's say front end, users can be allocated to smart clusters. One or more smart clusters can be a part of that project. Um, you can add users or specific group of users access to a specific smart cluster. In my case, I have a smart cluster called Web Services, and Web Services is going to host all the front end projects and applications needed for that specific development group. Smart clusters can then have namespaces that further provide a granular level of access control. In web services, I can have namespaces where I could apply policy control and give it to specific users. Let's say a user creates a namespace within Kubernetes cluster. VMware Kubernetes Engine actually monitors actively for new namespaces created and binds the role mapping that were created within that namespace back to the users within VMware Kubernetes Engine. So the policies and the role bindings within namespaces inside Kubernetes cluster are always consistent. We can then create a group of users that can be applied to these different resources and have control over who gets access to what specific resource. In my case, I have a user group created called Acme Frontend Dev, and I'm going to go ahead and give this user group access to a smart cluster that belongs to the folder Acme. So I'm going to select the folder Acme Web Services in my policies, and I'm going to create a direct role binding policy that will give the users access to specific folder. Now, because I have created or bound this policy at the folder structure, everything within that folder, all the projects that are part of the folder and all the smart clusters and namespaces that are part of the projects within those folders, the group of users, Acme Frontend Dev, will have access to those. Now let's take a look at the project that's actually part of that folder. We have this folder front end that's part of Acme Web Services. If we look at the policies for the specific project, we don't have any direct policies defined. But if you look at our inherited policies for Acme Web Services, we actually have Acme Frontend Dev as an inherited group of users that get access to the specific folder. Similarly, this group of users will also get access to the smart clusters within this folder. You'll see the inherited policy applied to that cluster as well. Thank you for watching this video.